Hello, friends. Scott Lawson, the Bearded Lobo here again. And I hadn't made a video in a little while. I know school's coming to an end. We just got word that seniors will get to graduate after June in person. So that's kind of a cool thing to learn about. I wanted to make the main focus of this video about is just some basic editing and different tools that you can use to do said editing. We're going to talk a little bit about WeVideo, which is what I'm editing today on. One of the cool features it has is a green screen ability. And guess what? So we're going to be going over some basic editing techniques and some basic editing programs that you can use specifically for just creating at-home videos, at-home lessons, and editing things down. What we're going to be using right now is a non-linear editor. We can stack videos on top of each other. We can stack audio in behind. I'm going to show you just some basics, and I don't know very much, but I do know a little bit about WeVideo. Let's go through and just talk about this screen. All right. First thing you would do, you may want to create a new edit window, open an old one, or you could do it from a template. I have not messed with the templates at all. All right. So what you will need to do first is to upload a video. And there's a couple of different ways to do it. Here in this window right here, you click on My Media. You can right click and you can click Import here. This will allow you to pull a video from Google Drive. You will also be able to pull in any of your Screencastify videos that you've done before. So I'm going to scroll down to my Screencastify folder, click on just a random one. Here's one of my lessons that I've gone over, and it takes a little while to load. It will not let you import it while it's still loading. So you see right here, it says importing in progress. It will not let me put anything on here. What you can do is you can drag another one, and you just drag it, click and drag, and put it on your timeline wherever you would like. This is the timeline right here. You can have video 2, video 1. If you need to add in another video line where you stack your videos, you click the plus sign, and you can add a video or graphic, or you can add more audio. So the videos end up being on top. The audios end up being on the bottom. Your audio can be seen for the video if you click this little down arrow right here and change the track height. You can see the audio that goes with it too. You can adjust the volume of the audio right here. There are also ways to show your levels, and you can increase or decrease your audio levels as you would like. So I'm going to hide my levels right now. All right. So these are all the options that you've got right here. One of the other things that you can do is you can undo your last edit that you've just made. Let's say you made a mistake and you want to go back. Now, since I don't have a whole lot of audio to be messing with, I will show you how to insert your own like intro music or stuff like that here in just a second. But since I don't really want to mess with any of this audio right here, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to just the shortened view right here, the medium view, where I can see where it is right here. So to make a simple cut, you find the spot where you would like to make a cut, and then you would move your marker right here to where you would like to make the cut, and then you click the scissors. So what I can do is I had this little area right here where I said and a whole lot, and what I want to do is cut this part. Then I'm going to click on this little piece of the clip. I can then drag select on all my video parts right here and just slam them back together. So whenever I rewatch it, today on, one of the cool features it has is a green screen ability. So it kind of looks like I haven't done, I didn't make that mistake. Now, it will look a little bit choppy, so I don't like using that feature a whole lot. You're conscious of that, those mistakes that you make, those and ums types of things. You can go in and cut those out. Now, a couple of the cool features. All right. So let's say I click here. Whenever you click on the clip that you're wanting to edit, you can add in different effects. And these are basically just filters that you can apply that look cool. This scan lines, let's see what that looks like. You click on it to choose it, then you hit apply. And this is what it looks like. I just wanted to talk a little. I'm not a fan of that. So I'm going to hit undo. And then I'm going to click right here on open clip editor. And what I can do is I can go through and I can do some transformations. So I can rotate the image, and that looks a little funky, so I'm not going to do that. I can also flip it. I can make it fit a certain screen size. I can also change the size of it by messing with the scale. And let's say I decide, oh man, I do not like the way that looks. I can hit this reset button, and it resets it to the original portion. Now, the blurred background, this is useful for clips smaller than the frame. It creates a blurred copy and places it behind your clip to fill the frame. So let's see what it looks like. So what I can do is scale this down. And let's say you're recording on your cell phone and you recorded it like this. You can copy it and then put it in the background, and it will kind of give you that blurred effect. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to reset my scale. All right. Now let's look at the audio. You can change your audio level. You can fade in. That means it will start low and increase depending on how many seconds you want that. You can also make it fade out. The next part is just brief animations, and I haven't played a whole lot with this other than my Reading Rainbow video that I made. But let's say I wanted to scale in. So I'm going to start it from here, and then I want it to end here. So let's see what that looks like. Hello, friends. Scott Lawson, the Bearded Lobo here. So as you can see, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, which look. You can also mess with the color of your image, and where this will come in handy is if you're wanting to use your green screen. Now, I have a makeshift green screen right here. It's just some green paper that I used, and as you can tell, it's not perfect. You have to have exceptional lighting to make it work. With this program, it's not the best type of program to use. But in order to do that, you would click here to click on your color picker. And then you would need to go in and set your settings by messing with the defringe and all of this. So as you can tell, it's not perfect. This is meant to be quick and easy. It's not meant to be that studio quality. Now, if you have your own green screen to do the chroma keying effect, go for it. See if it works out. I have not used a traditional green screen with this program yet, but I'm hoping to get the chance to do that. Now, if I save the changes here, I can then go into the backgrounds, and I can go choose some cool backgrounds that kind of go with it. One of the other things that I can do is I can click on stock media if you have the paid program. the paid version of WeVideo, and you can drag and drop any of these free backgrounds in there with us. So I did spaceships because I had a lightsaber and I wanted to play with it. But let's say you're doing a project where your students will be creating a news program, a fake news program. You can type in news, and you will have several news broadcast type situations. So you can see what it looks like right here. You can then extend it out. You can control copy this, or you can just continue dragging from on here and just keep dragging and dropping until it fills up all the stuff that you need. Let's say you want a portion of your clip to not be as long as you need it to, as it is at this point. All you have to do is click and hold on the end and then drag it to be shorter. If you need to re-add that in, you just click and drag it and add it that way. I'm also going to erase my backgrounds. Now notice I stacked my backgrounds in a layered effect. So if I were to put these backgrounds right here on top, they would hide my entire image. The only reason why they're showing up and why I'm showing up on top of them is because they're below them. So it acts like layers. They're stacked on top of each other. All right. So just some basic things on how to edit. Again, if you want to cut a certain portion out, you click on the camera, on the scissors where you want it to be, and then you click on that right there again. And then you can click on the little section that you want to delete. I'm going to hit Control Z, get those back. All right, adding in audio. So audio is a little difficult to come by, especially if you're going to be posting on YouTube or on Facebook or something like that. You want to make sure that your copyright standards are up to stuff. If you have the paid WeVideo version, they have some stock media. Okay, so adding in audio, you want to make sure that you don't accidentally put in something that is copyrighted. If you're using the paid for version of WeVideo, they have some stock media available. So you click on stock media, you can choose audio, you can use free music. The free music is available in any version of WeVideo. Your premium music is the one that costs some money. Now, I'm going to give you all a tip. The audio that I prefer to use is from YouTube Audio Library. And whenever I want to find it, all I do is I just type in YouTube Audio Library, hit enter. It was one of the first things that comes up. It says Audio Library YouTube. This has hundreds of free songs for you to use that you can go through and find. You can change it to a different mood. So let's say I wanted to find something happy. And a campfire song. Oh, that's kind of fun. All right. So right here it has usage rights. Whenever you click on it, it says you're free to use this song in any of your videos. So most of these are free. You may come across one where you have to give an attribution of some sort. That's perfectly fine. Just make sure that you post that in the comments of your video or in a credit section in your video as well. You can change it by genre. So let's say I wanted something more rock. All right. If you want it, you have to download it. And then it shows up right here. Usually it goes directly to your document, to your downloads folder. So in order to put it in, you have to go to My Media, right click, go to Import here, click Browse to select. and go find that audio. I'm going to choose Hang for Days. I think that's the one that I've used pretty frequently in my videos. So I can double click on it to listen to it. Yep, that's my intro music I usually use. It's called Hang for Days. I got it from YouTube Audio Library. In order to insert your audio, you drag and drop it where you would like it to go. In this case, I want it to be my intro music. So and then I will cut this down. So I'm going to use the scissors right here because I don't want it to be very long. I'm going to hit delete. And now I need to add in my intro text. So one of the cool features that WeVideo has is it has some motion text. So if I have a title that I want to come in, I can use one of these right here. So let me find a good one. Okay, once you find it, you can click on it to test it out. Now, I for sure want this to last for the whole title sequence. Now, what I can do over here is I can click on this. I can hit the 3 bars. Let me move myself back over here. And then I can edit the text from right here. So I can type in my titles, and then I can go change my colors. I don't really like these colors very much. I am going to be choosing some Lobo colors. All right, and then yeah, let's do black for that. And let's change this to kind of a transparent version of what was just there. All right. So whenever I'm done, I can save changes. You can even change like your types of fonts that you want to use. I really like that font. I can't believe I just found that font. That's pretty cool. All right. So hit Save Changes and then go back and rewatch it. So a few shortcuts for this is spacebar will play it. All right, and I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so one of the other things that you'll need to do is a fade in or fade out for any type of music that you want to put. So right here in this audio section, I can click here, I can click the 3 dots, and then I can open audio options. And if I want it to fade out, and let's say I wanted to start the fade out at a certain time, I can go ahead and type that fade out right here, right? And I'm going to type in 2 seconds. What it automatically does is it adds these little features right here where at 2 seconds it will begin to fade out, and by the time it gets to the end, it will automatically do it. So let me play for you what that fade out actually looks like. I have one more thing to show you. How do you make this into a video? It's pretty simple. Click on Finish up in the top right corner. You will want to name your video and then hit Set. and then choose the quality of video that you want it to be. You can set it to be marked as public, where it will save in WeVideo, and then you can also set to save it in your Google Drive. If you would like to post it directly to YouTube, click on the YouTube option. It allows you to pick a thumbnail. Oh my goodness, the thumbnails show up randomly, but my thumbnail actually showed up pretty perfect right here. So usually I go to Photoshop and make my own thumbnails, but I might just use this one. Now the created with WeVideo will not show up on the paid for version of WeVideo, which is what I have right here. The free version, which has some limited features, you don't have availability to the stock media, so you have to import all your own media. And it has some backgrounds that you can use. And I think the green screen feature may not be available. But if you have questions about WeVideo and you need help, please feel free to contact me. It's kind of a cool little thing to play with. With that being said, when you're done selecting all your stuff, you just hit export and it will download to WeVideo. It will download to Google Drive. It will upload to YouTube automatically. Have fun, enjoy it, and I will talk to y'all later.